Hi friends! I am starting a new series of tutorials that I am calling Quick Sketches. And my idea behind this is, instead of filming a very long and involved tutorial that might be 40 minutes or 60 minutes, confining ourselves to 10-minute sketches I thought would be fun to stretch our quick painting skills and also just tackle something a little bit simpler, a little bit more manageable, something that is a bit more bite-sized. So I'm starting out today with a hummingbird image. I like to paint hummingbirds quite often. They're one of my favorite birds to paint because they're just so beautiful and so delicate and kind of jewel-like. And so I have my hummingbird image here, and I also have my paints already laid out. So the paints that I have on my palette are just my favorite ones that I like to use most often, so I put them out for myself, and they're the colors that I know how to do mixtures from pretty quickly and intuitively. So I'll let you know what these are, and then if you have colors that are rough equivalents, that's totally fine. Or you can have your own version of blue or your own version of green, or substitute other colors. It's not a big deal. It's more just to let you know that these are the colors I like to work from, but feel free to do your own set of colors on your palette. So I have titanium white, cadmium yellow medium, quinacridone red. This is called pink, wait, what is it called? Light pink. This is magenta, quinacridone magenta, phthalo green, ultramarine blue. And I am painting with a number 8 round brush. And I have just plain heavyweight. This is mixed media paper by Strathmore. And I really like it for painting acrylics on because it doesn't tend to ripple as much as thinner papers do. I also have my Neocolor wax pastels here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. I might use them to sketch at the beginning before I start painting. That's my idea at the moment. So I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes. So let's see what we can accomplish. I am a slow painter, so this is gonna be a stretch for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna pick my color to sketch with. I think we'll start with purple, just because I like it. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm just thinking about the basic shape of the hummingbird right now, and I'm going to sketch out the head and a little line for the beak and its body. And obviously I'm doing this larger than life, and I'm also, I didn't really plan very well how much of the paper I was going to use, but that's okay. This is very much a sketch, so it does not have to be beautiful. I'm just going to show the wings, the wing feathers, with a couple little lines here. Okay, and then we're going to do his tail. And I'm just going to hint at that. Now, when you're working from a photo, it can be very tempting to include way too many details, and you get really bogged down in those. And so, because this is a quick sketch, I have to be very quick about what I want to include. Okay, base, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do a base color over the whole thing. I'm going to just jump in and start making some turquoise colors, because I am moving fast. Now I know that this does not make the most beautiful turquoise, this blue and this green, so I'm just gonna go for more green. And kind of do some little marks to show some of those feathers. You know what? I feel like I am gonna fill in a little bit down here. And if we have time, I'll come back and do some lighter kind of colors on top of it. That's my reasoning. Kind of create a base layer. Oops. Okay. Let's do blue. One thing also just popped into my mind is when you're trying to be quick, you can kind of generalize the colors and use the same color for different areas of the image. So what I mean is, like, I'm gonna use this blue. I think I'm gonna use this actually for the whole head, and then we're gonna come back on top of it. I'm gonna use this blue in the head, but then I'm gonna use it in the wing as well. Okay, I'm gonna check the time. Oh, okay, so 3 minutes have gone already. This is a good challenge. I'm feeling kind of nervous. What will it look like in 10 minutes, guys? I don't know. Okay, so I'm also going to use this for some of the feathers in the wings. I'm gonna get a little bit more water so it can flow for that longer stroke. Whoa, I'm not really following my marks very well. There we go. Okay, that's looking like something. I think I'm gonna use dark blue for the tail because it's black, but I don't generally enjoy using just pure black in my paintings. I like to replace them with like a dark color of some sort. So I'm gonna just use the dark blue. And maybe I'll use it for a little bit of this like darker area here and hint at a few of those feathers. Okay, I think we need some light green now. Or some like lighter yellowy green is what I meant. So I'm gonna get my yellow and my green. Ooh, I love this color. I think it's a little on the crazy intense side, so I'll add a bit of white to soften it. I'm just gonna add some hints of it here. It's cool how like this color comes up onto the wing. So there's some shorter feathers here that I'm just gonna really hint at. I'm not gonna do too much with those. And then I'll do a little bit here. He's got a little bit on the back of his head. To kind of pull his head all together, I just kind of stroked along the back to kind of show that there was green there. Okay, I'm checking the time. Okay, 4.5 minutes left. Okay, we've almost got a color everywhere. I need to add some color down here. What do I want to be there? You know what? I'm gonna totally go off script and add this pink because this pink is, if you, this is one of my very favorite colors. If you have watched any of my other tutorials or my painting course, Water Dance, you will know that this peach is definitely one of my all-time favorite colors, and it's just because I love it. It's just my personal taste. And you will have those colors that you love and you just want to put into every painting, and you should go for it because if you love that color, you will make it work. All right, this is looking like something interesting. Okay, I'm gonna make a beak color. So I'm gonna take some of that pink, some of that Quinacridone Red, and it makes a nice reddish, pinkish color. And we're gonna do his beak. And in the image, there's two colors in the beak, but it's not, I'm not gonna go for that much detail, I think now. I think I'm just gonna do the one color. And I need to add a little bit more water to my paint because it's starting to get a little scratchy there. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left. What do I wanna do? Okay, the wings need a darker shade of something. Let's use Phthalo Green. Maybe we'll do Phthalo Green and a little blue mixed together. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do sort of the darker shadow crease. Just really sketchily put that in. Oh, and I forgot about the wing, the other wing that's like back here. Okay, I can do that with this dark color. Whoa, and it's going into the back of his head here. That's where I see it connecting. Okay, not too bad. Oh, I'm gonna put in his eye before I forget. I'm gonna just use dark blue. That's about the darkest color I have. Okay. Now, okay, we have a minute and a half. I'm gonna do some little darker strokes. And you know what, I think I might actually just darken this edge a little bit. Ooh, I don't know about this. Okay, I'm gonna go for like, ooh, that was not what I wanted. I'm going back to, oh gosh, 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna go back to a really light color. And try to make, I wanted to make this area sparkle. Sparkle with some lighter strokes, maybe more white. Okay, here too. Okay, and then I just noticed I would really like there to be more contrast right here. There we go, to kind of show the bottom of the wing. And I think I want there to be more dark here. Just to kind of make that back of the body stand out more. Okay, I know the timer, is about to ding, so we're gonna put in the eye dot. There we go, okay. 10 minutes, done. So, that's what I have. Now, I'm going to tell you that I have painted hummingbirds a lot, and I'm very familiar with this shape. And so do not feel bad if you can't get this far in 10 minutes. This is a subject that I'm pretty confident painting. So if it takes you 20 minutes, don't worry about it. One thing that I've learned, like when I'm teaching beginners, I've done in-person workshops, and the things I take for granted that I can do snappy, quickly, I can get it done in 5 minutes, it takes beginners a half an hour to do that. They just don't have as much and so much ingrained experience as I do, and that's totally fine. So if you need to take a lot longer than I do, don't worry about it. Don't be hard on yourself. You will get there. The more you paint, the quicker you will get. The other thing I wanted to say is that I am very familiar with this palette of colors too. So I know exactly what they're going to do when I mix them. If you are not as experienced with mixing colors, or you're not as familiar with the colors that you have on hand, it's gonna take you a little bit longer, and you are going to discover interesting color combinations and color mixtures as you're working along. And so just be aware of that too, that it might take you a little bit longer to get the color you're looking for. But I think these quick sketches are fun, and it's fun to stretch our skills because we kind of stay in our comfort zone, and doing quick sketches pushes you to connect your eyes and your hand more quickly, more fluidly, and it's just fun. It's just fun to see what happens. So I'm okay with what I painted today, and I hope you are too. So stay tuned for some new quick sketches each week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.